Great fishing is not that far away. Welcome to Illinois Outdoors with Don Dziedzina.
I'm gonna try to.
The weather turned nice.
This is what happens when you leave your net in the truck. Okay, got him. Got him on a spinnerbait. Look at that guy. I'd say he's probably about maybe 24, 30 inches. That's all. We'll let him go.
My name is Jim Bondi. I'm the coach for the Hinsdale South bass fishing team. We are a southwest suburb of Chicago. We are bringing up 30 kids out here today. We've been in existence for about 7 years. We range from freshmen through sophomores, and we're a co-ed group of anglers or aspiring anglers. Wildcat Lodge has been absolutely outstanding. Tim and Linda have taken wonderful care of us. I'm incredibly proud of all of our students and watching the skills that they've learned while on the water and the experience that they've gained this week. And it's a pleasure to watch them grow on the water, and it's been a wonderful experience for us.
I got a really nice muskie. It was 28 inches. And I caught it on a black topwater.
I caught a largemouth bass on a spinnerbait with Colorado blades, and man, did he smack it.
This is Eddie Petrak. Eddie caught his fish. This is the second northern he ever caught in his life. It's a decent sized northern. I don't know what he caught it on, but he was. If you look at the picture on it, it's the smile on his face. He's absolutely ecstatic.
I also want to say thank you to everyone at Wildcat Lodge. Everyone's been really nice. The food's been great. Everyone's really enjoying themselves. There's always something else to do. I caught a largemouth bass by the island. I caught it on a leech. The fishing was rough, so we had to use live bait and caught it right away on a leech, first cast.
You know, one of the things that we're doing today is we're fishing with leeches. I'd like to share a little tip with you. First of all, what I'm using is a weed weasel jig. It's a nice jig that's got a couple of plastic arms on it that, you know, pretty much keeps it weedless, you know, hence the name weed weasel. Kind of goes and slides right through the weeds real nicely. One of the baits that we're using is leeches. Now here's a little tip for you. Down here we've got a Frable cooler. It's also got a electric air pump, which works out real nice. And to keep the leeches cold, what I do is I just float the little bottle of leeches inside the cold water with the minnows. And to keep the water constantly cold, we take and we fill up a bottle with water, throw it up into the freezer, freeze it overnight, and then keep it in there, and that keeps that water really nice and cold. Let's get a leech out. Now, here's the tip for you. You know, people have trouble with leeches, getting them on a hook, simply because they're slimy and, you know, they're always squirming around like that. Well, to eliminate that and make hooking them up a lot easier, basically just drop them in the towel and pat them dry, okay? And when you dry them off, they'll be easier to hold on to. and then you can just put the leech on the hook very easily. What you always want to remember though is you always start with the hook through the sucker and out the back. So it goes through the sucker and out the back, and that way you got your leech. If you do it any other way, that leech is just going to roll around into a ball and he won't swim in the water.
When I was little, but like I didn't really know what I was doing. My dad has fished, my whole family has fished, and you know, when I got in high school, I was like, you know, I kind of want to like learn for myself and see, you know, like actually how to do it. So I kind of joined the club and learned a lot, actually, a lot more than I thought. Great.
Got 'em.
16-incher, got it on a green pumpkin Texas rig.
We're really going after the musky fish, but
Way to go.
What'd you get him on? Green pumpkin Texas rig.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were throwing the hog seeker out.
I don't know.
first,
I don't know
but,
if you can see this, but there we go.
All right.
Yeah, right there.
There you go.
That's good.
Adrian came in last night. He came in, he caught a 21-inch bass. It was a monster. All the kids out here, he's been out first on the water, last off the water. It was an awesome experience for him and his father.
Hi, we're up here in Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin, waiting for the Hinsdale South High School kids to come up and enjoy some fishing. We're up here at the very top of Wisconsin, and we have walleye fishing, muskie fishing, largemouth and smallmouth bass, and all the panfish. Now we have these youth coming up from Hinsdale to not only enjoy the Northwoods, but all the wonderful fishing opportunities, and to really get immersed in the sport of fishing and hopefully carry on this tradition that's been around the United States for generations, getting out on the water and catching some fish. We're at the Forest Lake Country Store up in Land O'Lakes, waiting for the students from Hinsdale South High School to come up. We're hosting a big pizza party as part of their fishing event. We're really proud to be a part of this event and watch the excitement and enthusiasm as they share their stories of time on the water, and watch them fill up on pizza and some soda pop. Looking forward to a good evening.
Logistical stuff going on. You know, the cell phone reception isn't the best, but guess what? You don't want to drive somewhere where you do have cell phone service. You know what I mean? Because it's probably plates up to get more soda.
How's that? Oh, that's a largemouth and a half, buddy. Got him on a white spinnerbait, a white chartreuse and blue spinnerbait. Oh boy. That's a beauty. Let's take a look at how long he is. 18 inches.
Okay.
Well, that's definitely a nice fish, and he deserves to be let go. There you go, buddy. Woo! That's It's nice. It's nice. Well, I hope these kids are having as much fun as I am.
I'm having a great time at Wildcat Lodge.
With me here is Tim France, the owner of the Wildcat Lodge right up here in Boulder Junction. You know, it's only like 5.5 hours from Chicago. Well, y'all know what that means. That great fishing is not that far away. But this has been a little bit of a rough week weather-wise. Oh my gosh, it's changed so much.
Yeah, we've had it all this week.
Yeah, we sure have. You know, 39 degrees this morning, and this is August. I can't believe it. But you know what? This is the first time you've had a group like this come up to the Wildcat Lodge.
Yeah, we have 18 high school kids from Hinsdale South High School up here this week. It's been a very busy week for us. It's got, you know, they're out fishing, they're catching some muskies, some bass, walleyes. They're doing a good job.
You know, you're talking about muskies. We're on Wildcat Lake, Big Kitten and Little Kitten lakes, and they're all Class A muskie waters, you know, and I'll tell you what, fall is going to be nothing but even better for the muskie fishing here. But these kids, I think so far, up till today, you know, today's our last day, we'll see how they do. But up to this point, I think they've got like 5 muskies in the boat.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. They're catching some fish. They are struggling a little bit with some bass right now, but overall they're doing well. Today, weather-wise, it's supposed to be a little warmer. It's supposed to get to be a beautiful day. They should catch some good fish today.
Oh, I think they will. You know, I mean, the lake is like glass, and I tell you, it's just a fun lake to be on, where you can catch crappies, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, muskies, as we mentioned before, and perch and bluegills, rock bass. There was one kid yesterday, he was like the king of rock bass. I think he caught like 20 of them.
Yeah, he caught a lot of rock bass. But not only are they fishing, they're enjoying the beach, they're using the kayaks, they're canoeing, they're doing all kinds of things that we have to offer. So they're keeping busy, and they're a great group of kids. They're a pleasure to have.
You know, we got to say special thanks to Mom, Linda France. You know, part of the package that they got for the kids here is that they're going to provide them with breakfast. And did you think that these kids were going to eat as much as they were?
They do eat a lot of food, but I do have a couple of teenagers myself, so I was kind of prepared for that.
Oh, that's great. You know, I'll tell you what, Wildcat Lodge is up in Boulder Junction. It's only like 5.5 hours from the suburbs of Chicago. If someone wants to come up here, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can call me at 715-385-2421. We're on the web at wildcatlodge.com, or you can email me at wildcatlodgewi@yahoo.com.
And you with the fall muskie fishing that's coming, you're going to have cottages open until.
Yeah, we have cottages. We have fall specials, so we can put a package together for about anybody and come on up.
So this is our last full day of fishing up at Wildcat. It's been a rough week on the water, but we've been out there a lot. Kids have found a lot of success. We've pulled in a bunch of muskie, maybe about 5 to 7 muskies. Probably the biggest one being in the low 30s. Biggest largemouth last night, Adrian pulled in a nice fish, 5 pound. It was 21 inch around. Biggest smallmouth out there, we've pulled out several of those. Biggest smallmouth was a nice fish, around 19 inches, and several walleye across the week so far. This trip wouldn't have been possible with all the support we received. I want to thank all the chaperones, all the parents who came out and really supported this trip, our school board, our administration, Tim and Linda, and you guys at Illinois Outdoors. So thank you so much for allowing us to and supporting us through this trip.
all good things have to come to an end. You know, we had a good week over at the Wildcat Lodge, and I think all of the kids from the Hinsdale South High School fishing team had a great time as well. So I'll tell you what, it was a good experience. It was a lot of fun. I think all the kids had a great time, and I hope they come back to the Wildcat Lodge again. I have to pay special thanks to Tim France and his mom Linda. Oh, Linda. Man, those pancakes are fantastic. I love the chocolate chip pancakes. The northern hospitality that they bestowed upon me, Roger, and my wife Judy, and all the people from Hinsdale South High School, it's just unbelievable, you know, and I want to thank you so much for that. If you're interested in coming up to the Boulder Junction area, maybe staying at the Wildcat Lodge, why don't you visit their website at www.wildcatlodge.com. And I'll tell you what, this is only about 5.5 hours from the Chicagoland area, and that makes great fishing not that far away. So until next time, I'm Don Dziedzina. Thanks for watching.
I wonder where the fish are.